Welcome back to Genius Eats. Today we are in lovely India, as you can see, and today we're going to make one of my favourites, which is a lovely chicken dhansak. So we're going to start off, I'm using the camping stove, obviously we're outside, so we're going to get that on. Now to the pan, what we're going to add is 2 tablespoons of butter ghee. You have that there for you to see. So we're going to add that into the pot. I've had this in the fridge, so it is solid at the moment. That'll do us. Lid back on that. Wait for this to melt. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 large onions sliced. And then we're going to fry these off probably for about 10 minutes until they caramelise and they're beautiful. So ghee is the best way to cook your curries. You'll get that authentic flavour. So as you can see, this is slowly melting now. This is cast iron pot, so it will retain the heat. Always best to cook with cast iron, I find. Okay, just waiting for this to melt. When you're using cast iron cookware, it's very important, do not use metal utensils, otherwise you'll damage the enamel. I have got a wooden cooking spoon that I like to use, but can't find it today, so we're settling for plastic instead. Okay, so ghee's nearly melted. Let that get nice and hot. That smells lovely, that does. Very buttery and creamy. Okay. So now we're going to add our onions to the mix. Hear them sizzling away. So we're going to give these a stir. Take about 15 minutes or so for them to caramelise down. So we're going to let our onions caramelise. Once the onions are caramelised, we'll be introducing our spices and our chicken into the mix, both together, and stirring until sealed. The spices we've got here are 4 tablespoons of a mild curry powder, 2 teaspoons of garam masala, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 4 teaspoons of coriander, 1.5 teaspoons of hot chilli powder, 2 teaspoons of fenugreek, 1 teaspoon of salt lurking up there, 4 teaspoons of garlic powder, and then finally over here 4 teaspoons of ground ginger. So those will all go into the pan with the chicken once they've caramelised up. So our onions have nicely caramelised there. It's just about right, they're all very nice and soft. So we're going to move on to our next stage now, which is to add our chicken. So I've got 6 large chicken breast dice here. So we're going to add our chicken to the pan, like so. And we're going to add all of our spices that we mentioned earlier as well. So there's a lovely mix of colours in there already. So now we're going to give that all a stir to coat the chicken and to get all the spices blended in and the chicken sealed. So next stage now then folks is to add some tomato puree, and you want a good squeeze of this. Let's open it up. So you want probably about half the tube of that in there, like so. And then we also want a generous squeeze of honey, like so. We're going to give that another stir now. Now we're going to add our passata. So again, we've got 800 millilitres of passata here. Going to pour that in. And again, we're going to give that another stir. Okay. At this point, we're also going to add in our lentils, 200 grams of lentils. And we're going to give that a stir. And now we're also going to add our 960 mils of chicken stock. So that's going to go in now. Now what we want to do with this is bring this up to the boil. So we're going to give this a good stir. So this dish will be served with basmati rice, one of my favourites. If you look in the description, there will be a link to the video where I show you how to cook the perfect basmati rice every time. Right, let's have a little test of this sauce just before it comes to the boil. Absolutely perfect. So it's got a subtle kick there, nice little burn on the back of the tongue. If you wanted to swap out the hot chili powder for mild chili powder, even kids will eat this. It's fantastic. Once it comes to the boil, we'll add the pineapple juice, and that will also add the sweetness to it. We're more or less at the boil now, so we're going to crack this tin of pineapple chunks and pour the juice in. Like so. Going to give that another stir. Okay then folks, here we go. Curry's all done, we're now ready to serve. So here is our lovely rice. Again, the link for that video will be in the description. Perfect rice every time. Let's not muck about. A nice good helping of rice here. Nice good healthy 4 spoons for me. It's my favourite dinner, this is. Okay, there's your rice. Now we're going to bring in our curry. So you see those lentils are thickened up absolutely lovely. Nice good help in there. And to finish off, just a little sprinkle of coriander. So that is our chicken Dhansak with basmati rice. Absolutely beautiful. The full recipe will be in the description below. So let's give this a try folks, eh? Chicken with a nice bit of pineapple there. Get a nice bit of rice on there as well. Let's give that a good blow. Believe me, this is piping hot. There we go folks, perfect chicken Dhansak. So let me know in the comments below whether you've made this recipe or whether you're going to give it a go. And let me know if there's anything else you'd like to cook. Coming up in the next couple of weeks will be my video with a very nice Indian dessert. It's called kheer rice. It's got almonds and cashews and sultanas and all sorts in there. So cheers, thank you for coming along to this video. Can't wait to see you on the next one. Cheers.